Well, a little bit for Sonny, just.
Yeah. I mean,
She missed the part about he was well fed. I think she'd get a kick.
No, I said he never missed a meal.
Yeah.
Because people, I don't know if he went out of his way to be nice to people that cooked well, or it just happened that way. But
Call him John, call him JC, just don't call him late for dinner.
yeah.
Well, I one time I suggested Meals on Wheels. Particularly, it was during COVID, and I thought, well, they'll just drop it at his door. But he, you know what he said to me? I said, now, John, it might cost you a little something. He said, I'm not worried about that, Sherry, but I'm worried about those two women. They badly want to feed me. I can't let them down. So he wouldn't do the Meals on Wheels. He wanted to have his ladies feeding him.
And I mentioned Faye's close friendship there. Sherry, I mean, she could do her own thing of this because she speaks well for herself, but she had some illnesses, some insecurities, and John always took time for her. Yeah, and stationary bicycle, teach her how to use that. Come over and
it was during cancer, my treatments, and I said, John, he said, come over, I think it'd be good for you. And he said, I've got the stationary bike, you could be private right inside my living room. At one point he even gave me the key and said, you come and go. Later his son said, oh no, you're not giving out your key, and the son took it back. But and well, we're going to get to this, but Faye knows this already. So John's favorite musical group was the Bee Gees. So when I would ride the stationary bike, John would he had a recording of the Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, and the Bee Gees singing, Staying Alive and all this. And he would put it on. It was amazing. I did much better because we put on a timer. He said, Sherry, just start at 5 minutes. I said, my goal is to get to 15, but I couldn't get there except for the Bee Gees. That really helped.
Yeah, Sherry needed a lot of exercise and discipline and all that, but having the Bee Gees on would make the bicycle go, and I can almost verify that during that period of time, if you had like an exercise regime, she could walk very slowly for 10 minutes, but she could shop for an hour.
Still the case.
So I think that was the Bee Gees for the shopping and the motivation there.
Yeah. So Faye, it's your turn.
Well, I just want to thank Sherry for organizing this beautiful memorial for John. And tomorrow would be his birthday. I don't know, he'd be 95, 96 tomorrow.
I think he died at 94.
Yeah, so 97?
Well,
97.
I will tell you, whatever, you're going to see it probably on TV, internet. Clint Eastwood and John had the same birthday, even the year, the day, the month. So I said, I'll never forget his as long as I remember Clint's. So, no, I think 30.
Well, we'll see. I think that's important because
Yeah.
26 would be 100. That would be ideal, but I'm not sure it's accurate.
No. I think maybe they're going to be either 97 or 98. Yeah. They're getting up. He definitely wanted to make it to 90, and he did. But then he said, the next one. He said, I don't think so, Sherry. I said, yes, you will. And I think he would have, except, some of his problems got a little intense.
So I just want to say,
Yeah.
When I moved in, John wasn't president when
Clint Eastwood, it'll be 96 tomorrow.
96. Okay.
Oh,
So
96.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
but John was not president when I moved in.
Oh,
But remember, we were over at Frank Bett?
yes.
And I think John
Yes.
was on the board, and then I came on the board at the same time.
Okay.
And so that's when we started working together.
Mhm.
And I was always impressed with John's managerial skills.
Yes.
Because he was a manager, but very proud of being a manager. And the Del Monte pickles.
Yes.
And so we actually worked. It was one market, and I
Yeah.
was over at Stewart Street Tower, and John was over at Spear Street Tower.
Okay.
And so, my boss was the head honcho of Del Monte,
Mm-hmm.
Dick Landis. So there's that, John used to go to the employee, luncheons and stuff.
Yes.
And so he knew of Dick Landis,
Yes.
but he didn't know Dick Landis.
Landis.
So anyway, that kind of impressed him. So
That's very
anyway, we got working together, and we worked really well as president and secretary. And then we shared time, personal time, watching the Warriors and everything.
Yes.
Then there was that big project, I think it was 5-6 years ago now, the sewer laterals.
Oh, yes.
We were all here for that. I don't think Sonny was.
Yes, I was.
Oh, you was? Well,
Okay.
that was humongous.
Oh, that
We thought
was.
this little hoo-ha in the Stone Fair driveway was nothing compared to that. I mean, every day they're digging up the driveway and
Oh, I know,
putting
I
those
know.
pipes in, and John had to be on top of all that and make sure that the work crews are on top of it.
Yes.
So it all got done, and we had to do an assessment.
Yeah.
I think it was $5,000 for each homeowner, and we had to have that money in hand, in pocket, before we ever started
Yes.
the project, because we weren't going to put a liability on the association.
Yes.
So that all got done. And it's still there's a little speed bump on this, but
Talking about money, if I can just chime in for a minute. And you guys, I know you're all contributors to the fund for John, because Duncan and I, 2 years ago, had gone to New Orleans and we visited the National World War II Museum. And I saw these bricks on the ground, and I was like, oh, John was in the service. I bet John would like that. And they were $300. And I said, Faye, if just 10 people would give $30, we could have the bricks. Hear about this. Yes. So something more to look forward to. Not only did we get the brick, which is really installed, not yet, we have to find a place for it, we have to, put the name and everything on it, which later I'll show you the wording, and, put it in, but we were also able to buy an American flag, which for $250. They will fly it back there, and after it's been flown, they will send it to us here. And on all these special holidays, his birthday, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, 4th of July, we can fly John's flag. And it's folded into triangular shape and all that, lovely. And then, so there was $50 left, and I said, I met a wonderful young woman, and I said, well, $50, I'll just, make it a contribution. Because she said, I'm sorry, but I can't give you that 50 back. I said, don't worry about it, I don't want it back. But can I make an additional contribution in his name? So then what she did is she made me, on behalf of John, you're in a lot of organizations where you give a donation.
Yeah.
What do
you're
you
on the
call-
donor
donorless. So they have a virtual one there where it rolls, you know, the names keep changing. So it won't be my name, it'll be John's. But that's because of that additional $50. Plus, we can add, the woman told me when you get home and you talk to your friends, we could add like 4